Okay, so there's a lot of reasons people don't get interviews, and I appreciate you asking this question. I want to help you because you're one of our candidates. I want you to understand you're not getting an offer or interviews for BCG is going to do anywhere near this. First of all, you need to do everything you can to commit to our processes. If you do that and you commit, you will be fine, but you need to look at a lot of markets. Now, there's certain markets that we can't help you with. For example, if you're not admitted to California and you're firm, it's very difficult to get people in there. There's other markets that are not that easy, which is like Florida and some other ones if you're not admitted. But for the most part, we can help anyone. And again, I don't care if your credentials are good. Here's what you need to understand. So let me explain to you something about your credentials. So this is about your credentials. There's basically 5 types of attorneys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 different prestige levels of attorneys. If you are committed to any practice level and practice area levels, if you're committed, and I call these prestige levels, but they're not really prestige levels, they're something else. These are prestige levels. So there's 5 different types of attorneys. One is an attorney it's a consumer facing that works with clients without a lot of money, which would be people doing things for $500 or simple personal injury, things like that. Then there's consumer and business, which are people with a little bit of money, but not as much. They're sensitive. So you send this person a bill for $1,000 or $2,000, they're going to be like, $2,000, what? No, I'm just telling you, these are not a lot of money to spend, maybe a little bit more than that. But you send these people a bill for $10,000, same thing, for $7,500, let's put down. Okay, then you have your mid-sized firm. Maybe you have mainly mid-sized, smaller to mid-sized businesses, firms. These people get a bill for $100,000, maybe $700,000. They're like, what? But anything less than that, they're probably okay. Then you have your Am Law 100, 200 or bigger firms. They get a bill for maybe $1 million, and they're like, what now? So you send them a bill for less than that. That's why these firms can pay such high salaries. When you get here, these firms have general counsels. Clients. These firms have general counsel clients, and then these are your statins, big firms, they're super prestigious. Send them a bill for maybe $5 million. They're like, no, maybe let's say, but you get the idea, $3 million, maybe 5 actually. So when you're applying to jobs, and the only point of this is if you're applying to different prestige levels, if you're working if you're working at a firm that's a smaller to mid-sized firm with no general counsel or whatever, or actually, you know what, this would have a general counsel. It might even be 200,000. I'll make it a little more, but I just want to give you, and you're trying to apply to 5 firms, you're probably going to have a very difficult time getting a job, and maybe even 4 in a recession. If you're at a one-facing firm and you're applying to try to 2 or 3 firms, you're going to have a difficult time sometimes. So when we send you jobs at BCG, what we're doing is we're sending you jobs based on these prestige levels. And these prestige levels are something that you need to understand. Even going from a 4 to a 5 is extremely difficult. So all I'm saying to you right now is you need to be very careful when you're applying to firms, because you have to apply to firms that are at your prestige level. And this is what we do. So I don't care if your credentials are good. If you're working in an insurance defense firm, which should be a 2, and you want to work with me, I'm happy to do it. There's lots of insurance defense firms that want to hire people. And it doesn't matter how great your qualifications are. If you're a corporate attorney at an Am Law 100, 200 law firm, and I'm sending you jobs and you're not approving them all, and for whatever reason, and I'm not going to send you a lot more jobs, and you're not going to get a lot more interviews. If you're an Am Law 100 and 200 law firm, and you're approving everything I've sent you, and you've given me a list of all the places you've applied, I'm not taking those lists and doing anything with them. I've got plenty of business. There's 750,000 candidates in the past 5 years that have applied to work with BCG and myself personally. That's more than half the attorneys in the United States. I do not need to play games with you and your resume. You're not dealing with a recruiter that's trying to manipulate you and play games. This is a completely different level. I just want to make sure you understand that you're not dealing with whatever. You're dealing with the very highest level of this business that's light years beyond anything out there. So I just want you, and again, I'm not saying that to brag, I'm saying that because I've been doing nothing but this for 25 years and invested hundreds of millions of dollars into this business and what I do. And no one has done that. This is not a boutique recruiting firm. We don't even need to use recruiters. So this is how advanced it is. And I'm just not saying that to be arrogant. I'm saying that to tell you that you tell us the firms that you've applied to and you approve firms, and we will send you every frickin' job under the sun. We will go to bat for you. We'll send you firms that have hired people like you in the past from us, which is freaking awesome. You apply those and that we think are best. We run algorithms on this and use artificial intelligence and all sorts of things to identify those firms. If you make it to this stage, which is like stage 3 with us, the odds of you getting a job are probably infinitesimal. You'll have a very hard time not getting a job. Now, you may not if your project's already dead and you're looking in the wrong market, but everyone gets a job. This is crazy. There are so many resources that I bring to bear in our candidates. No one works harder. And this is way beyond. You want to compete, you want to use someone, this is your choice. You want to work with a recruiter that is working in a little recruiting firm and running around and taking calls on their cell phone, or do you want to work with a 200-person technology company that has been doing this for 25 years, where the frickin' founder of the company is put balls to the wall on your case and giving it every frickin' thing he's got? That's what we do. But I'm not going to just send you every frickin' job in our database. I need to protect the people that are following our system. What would you do? I'm protecting our jobs from the people that need jobs and are competitive. I'm protecting our contacts. I'm doing all that. That's what good people do. Why would I be reckless enough to give our information to people that are doing the wrong things? You also need to make sure that you're watching and making your resume as good as it can be. It's not my responsibility to, and again, I would like to be able to do it, but I can't review I review your background and I do write-ups on you and I put them in your account. But your resume you need to have a good resume. You need to make sure your resume is focused. There's a lot of things to do on your resume, and you're going to get hired based on your resume and other things as well. So that's a little bit about that. I hope that was helpful.